everyone. We're going to pick up where we left off actually quite a while ago. And we're going to be jumping back into the OBS Duramax swap, build, tear down, whatever the hell you want to call it. Appreciate you guys for all the love and support on the last video. Well, like I said, picking up where we left off. Last we got the transfer case out, we got the drive shafts out front and rear. What we're going to do is I'm going to attempt at just cutting these torsion bars here, see if they come out. I don't know how well that's going to work or not. If that still doesn't go well, then we got to well, we're just going to have to get creative. So since we're referencing the last video that we did on this, for those of you guys that made it to the end, you got to see where the donor motor is coming from. Which is actually also in the intro to this video as well, is from the LBZ van that we had. So shortly here, we're going to be getting our hands on that, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to dump that in there. But obviously, you can see we got some we got some work to do to the chassis first. So let's got her out her. So that took about 20 minutes total, along with waiting for my gloves to cool down there. I am left-handed, so the big thing to make sure of is that, you know, the torsion bars themselves don't have any load on them, because obviously if they got load on them, those things are going to come back. They're going to hurt you. They're going to hurt you severely. So our next plan of attack is going to be getting this cross member out of here. And then once I get that dropped, I'm probably going to throw the transfer case back in and the rear drive shaft just to kind of clean up some of the I gotta tell you what, it is extremely satisfying to start putting parts back on this thing and putting replacement parts back on it. It's when you kind of start taking a bunch of shit apart, you know, it's cool to see progress because you can strip it down. You know, you don't need this, you don't need that, but it gets kind of discouraging. But it's really cool when you can see the damn thing go back together. And I'm tickled pink. We got our transfer case back in, as you can see. We've got our replacement cross member for the torsion bars in. It doesn't have keys or anything in it right now. But we did anti-seize the bolts to the back of, or to the transfer case. That way later in life they're easier to remove and install. I want to hit on that for a minute. The reason that I'm taking the time to clean the hardware up, even though that's a core transmission, that's a core transfer case, we will be putting fluid back in it. Again, it's core. Luke and I will be tearing them apart. We're not going to send them to a shop or send them out as a core. We want to see what they look like, kind of like what we've done with the engine so far. We're going to be the ones to tear it down, look at the hard parts, see what's salvageable and what's not. But I'm also doing this with the hardware in that, so that way when we go to put the body on it, and we get this truck rolling and steering and all that, because again, my goal is I just want to have it as a roller, something that I can push around, I can steer it. That way, as we move forward with our home plans, if I got to move the truck, you know, I can just move the truck. I want to be in a position where I'm fighting with nuts and bolts, or just hardware in general that I've already had removed on this truck. When the cab is on it, when it comes time to, you know, make shit happen. Especially when I know, like I just already stated, when I've already had my hands on it, when I could have done something about it. So take the time. It's, you know, I know it's going to be me that's working on it. So, you know, the only person that I can be bad at is myself. So, but let's keep moving forward. I think drive shafts are next. And then probably start a little cutting action on this side. that is not how you want any of that to go. So back to cutting shit. Okay, new day, no more progress. Obviously, it's the next day, but we got pretty far last night. Judging by what you guys saw in the last clip, which go figure, that's when I brought the gimbal out. That passenger side upper control arm, it kicked my ass. I had to walk away from it, and trust me, it's better if I walk away from it. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Just it's not worth getting beat. At least not like that. Let's take a look at it. So like I showed you guys, the bolt on it broke. Both ends of it, go figure, so it's stuck in there. So what I did was I cut the upper control arm out. And I'm going to go ahead and remove it from that side. Hopefully it comes out clean. If not, then we're going to have to repeat the process twice. But what it is I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get in here. I already started cutting on these, but I'm just going to have to cut those bolts out completely and remove them that way. It's going to take longer. It's going to be more of a fight and a pain in the ass, but I mean, it is what it is. We got to make it to that end goal. But needless to say, like I said in a previous clip, you know, we have replacement parts going back on. We're putting things back together. I've got scrap on the floor. So, you know, progress is progress. You can't beat it. It's unstoppable. It really is. That's the mentality that you got to have here, and that I'm trying to keep. Not only on top of that, we have another 40-degree day. So everything is just, it's melting. It's raining off. It's great. I love it. The snow plowing money it's nice. Don't get me wrong, but you know, it's nice to be able to come back into here and get some work done and get moving forward on this. But again, we're gonna keep chomping at the bit on this thing, trying to get it put back together, trying to get it to at least where it's at a roller state of frame. I'm not done with the chassis yet. Obviously, once I get all this done, we will be taking it down, we will sandblast it, and we will get it painted or coated, one of the two. Not only will we be blasting the chassis, but we'll be blasting the underside of the body as well. I do have rockers and cab corners for the cab there. Those are downstairs. But like I said, we're gonna get all this blasted. We're gonna get it looking good, because we are going to, we're gonna get the bottom side of the bed cleaned up and the bottom side of the cab cleaned up. And then we are going to retrofit them to the newer chassis, make our mounts that we need, then send this thing in, because it's going to have a bunch of raw metal on it and, you know, cuts and fab work and so on and so forth. Then we'll blast it. Then we'll get it coated or painted. Same thing with this. We'll get this cleaned up the rest of the way. We'll get it coated, painted, whatever route I choose to go. Marry the two, and then we'll just kind of see where it takes us from there. That's enough rambling. I've talked way too much at the end of this. It's pretty much all I got for you guys. You guys know what to do. I love the hell out of all of you for all the love and support that the last video that this project has gotten so far. It means the world to me. And I can't wait to keep moving forward on it. So take care, guys. God bless. Be good to one another, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. See ya.